Lose my hair real quick. All right, so this is the fusion method that I learned from Amanda Hill. Discovered her on TikTok. She's one of my favorite TikTokers. I just love how real she is. And the product line that I'm going to be using is called Saint. I know you can't see with this, but it's written on here somewhere. And it's these demi colors. So what I have in here is I have a contour, a bronzer, a highlight, and then these are like true highlighters. They're like sheer little, highlighters. And then it's these demi colors is what I use. Okay. And basically use a color wheel. When you get Saint, where'd that little box go? Here it is. When you get Saint, they're really conscious about their packaging. Everything comes in these metal containers, and then they all come with the lids like this. So their packaging is actually completely plastic free, like completely plastic free. You then get this little sticker, which is the color wheel, and this is what we're going to work off of. So what I do is it's a sticker. I just stuck it to my mirror right here. And when I'm going to look, when I want to treat red, I go across. I'm like, okay, I need blue, green, orange. So you just follow the color wheel. Like if I'm trying to treat the redness, I want to go like in here somewhere. So that's why I have this color here, this yellow green color, because watch what it does. This is one of my favorite things to do. So people who wear glasses, they get a thing called, it's called mechanical telangiectasia. So telangiectasia is the scientific term for broken capillaries, people call them. Drives me nuts because those bitches are alive and well. There's nothing broken or dead about them. So it creates these little telangiectasias on the skin. And one of the things that can cause them is mechanical telangiectasia, constant rubbing. A perfect example is my brother. He's a landscaper, and you can totally see on his face where he rubs the dirt that gets trapped underneath his protective eye lens glasses, how the glasses like grind it. Same thing with here. Like people who wear glasses, people are like, oh, you're red. But if you zoom in and look, these are a whole bunch of tiny little capillaries that have come more to the surface of the skin from wearing glasses and the mechanical rubbing. So what I do is in my demi colors, and you'll notice I hardly use anything. Like I'm not putting a coat of makeup on my skin at all. Take my tiny little brush here. It's this little point. And I'm just going to dip it into this yellow green. Do you see that? And I'm just going to go in here and I just go tap, tap, tap. And then I'm going to blend it out. Bam. Look how much that reduced it. I know it doesn't seem like major, but it is. It's major. Once you get the whole face done, it's amazing. So I'm going to go in here and just tap it around just the littlest bit. Look at that. And then you blend it out. And this is how I get rid. I've never been able to really use concealers on these areas. I'm not a huge makeup person. I love makeup. I can't stand base makeup. So especially with trying to conceal these areas, you just have to put it on really thick because it's so red and I just can't get the result. But with this, I do. So we're just going to tap this around. Okay, so that's that redness. I can also just go around in here a little bit. As you can see, I'm barely using any product. These are highly, demi colors are highly pigmented. So that's why it gives you so much coverage with just a little bit. This lighting is not great. Okay, so now let's move on to the eyes. So in this eye area in here, I want a little bit of I'm going to use this color. I think this is 01 it's called. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of it. And I'm going to just tap it in here. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. This is how you get rid of your dark circles without the reason why Amanda created this is, as you know, as you get older, when you start trying to treat dark circles, I don't really have them, but when you start treating dark circles, you get really bad creasing under the eye because our eyes are aging and it likes to settle into those finer lines. But because you use so little of this product, there's literally nothing to settle into the lines and crease. So it looks like you're using concealer and you're not. She calls it the fresh from a facial look. I prefer to say freshly because, orgasms do give you that gorgeous glow. And that's literally what I feel these demi colors do. Okay, so you can see it just softens it a little bit. Go in with this one. Fade it out. See, just like that. All right, and then this tile right here is the cleaning tile. So you just put this on here. I found out from TikTok, this is actually just some type of like building material they use. Like, I wanted to say it was like gutter foam or something like that. So you can get it cheaper, but I actually keep a little bit of oil on this. I'll drop a drop of oil because it's really the oil that's pulling off a lot of the color too. And then one of the other things that I will do is I've got this little age spot right here. I'll take that same color that I used on my eye, so this 001, and you literally just put it on there and it disappears. Boom. Just like that. Okay. So then one of the other things I like to do is highlight. So I'm going to switch to this one. And so I'm just going to take the highlighter, like Amanda calls it highlight, I call it highlight. Technically it would probably be the foundation, but we just get it in lighter colors and then create it as a highlight. So I like to put it up here above my brow. I'll do my brows in a little bit. Boom. Just like that. Hey, darling. And then I'll put it above this eyebrow up in here. And then I'll blend it out like that. And then I really like putting it on the center here. I learned this from another TikToker. Can't remember her name. She always says, "You're welcome, bitch." Her. She was the one that taught me to put the pigment like right here, like highlighter right here. So now I started doing that. Blend that out. See, it's like all coming together. I have no makeup on. There's like no, like you guys see what I'm doing. Like there's hardly any makeup. And then one of the other things you can do, I usually just use blush to color it. But one of the things that Amanda teaches is like when you have pigment in here, instead of trying to cover up the pigment, she actually says add a little more and blend it. So I'm going to go ahead and add, I think it's this color, this bright color that you'd think never in a billion years, but I actually think that's the one. Get a little bit on my brush. It's hard to do this close away to the mirror. So you just go in here and you filter it. And you make it look like, you're probably not gonna be able to see this on camera, but you make it look like the other pigment around it. So you add to it rather than trying to hide it. I'm gonna blend that more. Blend, 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 blend. Okay. Just getting in here and blending. But that's it. So I'll finish the rest of my face and then I'll post back on not the live, but the story. So you can see I'm gonna do my brows and my mascara. But as you can see, this is not great lighting over here, even though this is a window. But it actually creates this filter and look of makeup on your skin without makeup. And I love it because it just allows my natural, healthy, beautiful skin to shine through, because I work so hard in having good skin. And then that's the other thing that never made sense to me is like, I would rather focus on having really great skin rather than putting money into makeup to cover it up to make it look like I have really great skin. Even back in the day when I was a Bare Minerals girl, back when they had like 4 shades, because we sold it at the spa I worked at, and that's when I had really bad acne. So what I would do is I would use a little bit of the powder, nothing like how they buffed it, just a tiny bit of the powder, and then I would just go through with concealer and conceal my blemishes, because that way you could still see my skin, and then the concealer just covered up. I don't like how makeup makes you all one monotone color. This allows your beauty to shine through. So I hope you guys get a chance to check it out. Amanda does the swatch matching for free. You just basically go to her page and then she'll just text you instructions. You send her some photos and then some specific ways you take them. They need to be good light. And then she'll send you an email with the color match and the colors that she thinks are going to serve you best. So, and this is not a paid partnership. I just think she's fabulous, and I think it's important to support women in business, especially women like me in their 40s. So yeah, hope you can go check her out. Thanks everyone for watching.